given that the script shows how smart and the perspective that you had about what happened now, I wonder if landing the lead in this movie, because you've been doing great stuff, but this is your sort of shot to being a lead, means the same thing to you that the landing the pilot in the series means for your character. I wonder what's your perspective on sort of, having this moment that you're having, that you're generated this project and you're number one on the call sheet.
That is a great question and an excellent parallel to draw, Juan. Well, I guess the difference is Andrea was given that part and I created this part for myself. So Andrea, it just took one yes. This took a series of yeses. And it was always, of course, this is my movie that I created. So it's a different kind of excitement, but in terms of the beginning of something hopefully great, I think they're both just as impactful. Great question.
Thank you so much. So one of the things that sort of gave me life between your Netflix specials is sort of I started following you on social media. And because I used to travel a lot for movie junkets and you were on planes all the time for your shows, like we would both bitch about how terrible being on an airplane was. Sure. So did you try to squeeze in all possible jokes during that section where you sort of meet cute in the first class section where you're handed the cranberry bottle? Did you exercise all those tweets and all those things that you happened to you?
No, I mean, the truth is I've made friends with the devil that is travel just because it's such a necessary evil. So I've just breathed through it. I don't even think about it now. And the cranberry juice really came more from me not wanting to have her drink. I think there was something more wholesome about her wanting a juice. I think it's endearing.
I'm a cranapple guy. So I was like, there you go. There it is.
You only get it on airlines. And so I just want, and I'm blanking on the name, but the actress that we had for there, she was so playful with it. And we had such a fun thing back and forth.
It's a fun moment. Yeah. So I imagine you're getting a lot of questions about the guy, but I'm more intrigued about Serena. Did you have that one person that you would go that really truly annoyed you and you would go against, or is she like a composite? Because I think it's great what you do with that character and how sort of you sort of twist it and not making like a, antagonistic.
We often tell women to perpetuate this false narrative of saying, I'm only in competition with myself. I don't think about other people. But men and women in a competitive industry, that's what we do. It's very natural. And I strive to be authentic in who I am when I do stand-up and how I conveyed the script. So I wanted to sort of have a physical manifestation of that dynamic. It's not about one person, but it's more about moments in my career where like someone is just getting shoved down your throat, or everywhere you look, you see this actress or that actor, or this person got this movie or that part. And how stressful it is. But at the end of the day, it really is about how you better yourself and make peace with it, because somebody isn't out to get you for the most part. So, yeah.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. It's a sort of a throwaway little nice moment that I hope I don't spoil for the people who haven't seen it. But will you consider directing? Because I think it's a sort of nice aside that you have with Margot when you sort of go into it and you're directing the kidnapping yourself. So
I wanted to make a joke about that there. I have something that I am attached to direct. That being said, it is an incredibly arduous, difficult, detail-oriented job, and you've got to be alert and ready and awake when a lot of actors like take a nap. So I have so much respect for Kimmy and the job that she did here. And it's something I love, clearing a hurdle. I love a challenge. So while it may not be my passion in life right now, who's to say what it will become?
All right. So I'm sure you've done this, but it's just for me, I'm curious, Party Goblin, the movie. Have you pitched this? Is this happening? Or
I'm staring at a draft of it actually on the screen on my computer. It's one of those big budget Christmas or summer movies. So
I'm going to come to set hand out bottles, and you can give me associate producer credit just
she deserves a life. Yeah, you'll be there. You'll be on the call sheet for sure.
So last question, just because of time. I mean, I love how this one is sort of an anti-rom-com, but not in a sort of like crashing that genre. It's just real to what happened to you. But do you think that the sort of romance that lets you do your partner and be married, and I know you talked about it on stage in your special, but do you think that story would make a good rom-com for another movie?
Between me and my husband?
Yeah.
I think the story of our honeymoon and sort of being honest about not everything is perfect when you get married. And sometimes you're a maniac on your honeymoon and you got to cut it short. I think always being honest about relationships gets us a lot further as people than perpetuating these false narratives of an idyllic existence. And I think that's why my husband and I work so well, because we're both very honest with each other.
All right, so I wish you the best for
Thank you.
forever. And my time is up, but I'm going to use the last 10 seconds to tell you that you're awesome. And it's been a pleasure talking to you. And stay healthy wherever you are, okay?
Juan, you made my day. Thank you so much.
No, you made mine. You have no idea. All right, bye.